Hello guys, this is Alexi with Rock and Roll Tennis Camps, and today I want to talk about the serve, and specifically about two most important things that you need to do on the serve to make it go over the net. So for the sake of this video, I'm not going to talk about the motion. I'm just going to talk about the two specific, I call them pillars, but you could call them mindsets that you need to have to make the serve a lot more consistent, at least make it go over the net. All right, so first thing, pretty much by default, our brain is telling us when we get that ball on the serve, the brain is telling us to swing down, and that's why you will see lots of mistakes. Again, the inexperienced players make a ton of mistakes in the net, whereas the higher level players miss a lot less in the net. All the mistakes are gonna go wide or deep. All right, so which leads me to the two mindsets that you need to have. So let's first understand that when we serve, our target is preset. So it's roughly, so from here to your target is roughly 60 feet. So if that's the case, to make the ball travel through 60 feet and land, that is pretty far. Okay, so that's your first clue of what we need to do with our body and how we're gonna channel that ball, for that ball to travel 60 feet all the way across the net. So pillar number one, you gotta try to get the ball as high as you can do it. So it's not gonna be right above you, it's gonna be a little bit in front, so that you can get best of both worlds. You're still leaning into the ball a little bit, but it's also very high. But it's mindset number one. You need it to be very high so that your vantage point into the box is the best that you can get. That's why you not only gonna reach high, but you also get off the ground with a jump. That's why somebody like John Isner or Ivo Karlovic, who are like 6'9", 6'11", like those guys still jump, and they have enough height. They could just hit it really without jumping, but they still do, because the higher you are over the net, the better your angle in, right? Geometry 101. All right, so that's a first pillar. So if you catch it low, you just have a horrible angle, and you gotta be limited of how fast you can swing at that ball. So high contact point, pillar number one. And pillar number two, this is absolutely critical. And to this day, when I serve, that's where I think that's the way I think about it. Is serve is a horizontal swing. Okay, it is, let this sink in. It is not a vertical swing, unless you Ivo Karlovic or John Isner, who have a massive height. Those guys can actually swing down. But for us mere mortals with a just average height, that shot, that line of your swing has to be horizontal for that ball to travel through 60 feet. So catch high and push it forward. So those are kind of my two sayings. That's basically a mantra. So if your swing, which again we're not gonna talk about how to produce the right swing, that just will give you more energy, but let's just say your swing non-existent and you just started playing tennis, the mindset is exactly the same. It works for beginners. I use it with beginners, with the different level of players, like even advanced players. It's still the same mindset. So let's just say you have no form and you have like some bad technique, but you catch it to high, push it forward. So if you don't push it forward, like I just did right there, see, I basically told the ball to go into the net. So now I'm gonna tell it to go forward. So ball basically does what it's told. So if you tell the ball to go down, it's gonna go down. So I mean, it's as simple as that. So if you missing a lot of into the net, and sometimes when I come and have to play competitively with one of my clients or something like that, now I'm cold and just start missing a couple into the net, my first mindset is, okay, high and go as far forward as you can. And sometimes I have to tell myself, like, aim for the baseline. That's how much of a correction is needed on that given day. But it's basically, those are the two. Catch high, it's gonna be a little bit in front, so you lean against the ball a little bit, but it's still very, very high. And then from there you just push it forward, and that's what that. If you're advanced player, you have that pronation and all this really advanced things that will help you to go really, really forward. But otherwise, if you just have those two mindsets, I guarantee you, regardless of the swing, you catch high, you go forward, that ball is gonna fly over the net, and the rest is the rabbit hole goes quite a bit deeper than that, obviously. But for any level, if you have a good motion, that concept is gonna be going fast. If you have a bad motion, it's still gonna work, but it's gonna go obviously much slower. So hopefully this makes sense. Please let me know if I missed anything, and also let me know if you have any questions that you want me to answer in one of my upcoming videos. With that being said, go rock the courts.